Probably last year before the Michigan State game when I was sick. That was probably the closest it came.
How sick?
Pretty sick. I didn't really practice all week until late in the week, but got through it.
Fever?
A little bit, yeah.
What are your thoughts about how this offensive line is coming together? There were a lot of question marks coming in.
Right. Just really impressed. You know, every week, you know, there's obviously been struggles, as there is in any position, but just gotten better every single week. And, I mean, that's all you can ask for. The guys are willing to work every week and wanting and willing to get better, and I think we have.
How do you get better in the red zone? 1 touchdown and 10 trips.
Yeah, you know, just really got to focus on finishing those drives. You know, if we score a touchdown on all those red zone trips during the game, it's a different score, different game. But yeah, I mean, obviously there's emphasis on just finishing those drives, and you know, because those can make a big difference in games.
You guys have been able to move the ball elsewhere on the field. Is there something that's different about working in the red zone that makes it inherently tougher, I guess?
Not really. You know, like I said, just really focusing on finishing drives. We know we're going to get a lot of pressure in the red zone, as teams have shown, and just focusing on getting through that and just finishing those drives. Like I said, it's obviously a point of emphasis and something that we have to work on.
Head coach just confirmed that Tariq will be out for a while, so we'll try to find your thoughts about the feeling you had for him getting off to that start and now he's sitting.
Yeah, I mean, it's tough. A kid that's that talented and is putting so much work to perform that well as a true freshman, and to see him get hurt and you're gonna miss a lot of time. It's tough. You feel for the kid. You know, that's just part of the sport. Injuries happen and things happen, and he's a tough kid. He'll pull through just fine. So
Wilton said that they would, after last game, that they were changing coverages, which doesn't affect you, but they would come with blitzes that you weren't quite expecting at the last second. How did that affect the line play?
after in Air Force.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, just you know, that's what you have time for, to make those adjustments. You're always going to play. You know, you game plan every week for specific looks, and a team always comes up with something. You know, an offense comes up with new plays, just like a defense comes up with new pressures and new coverages and just little nuances. And you know, that's why you have to make adjustments. That's why you have halftime. That's why you get together on the sideline so you can make those adjustments.
As this O-line gets more experience, is it easier to adjust to those things, or does it not matter?
No, I think the biggest part about making those adjustments is just everyone communicating. You know, after a drive, we come to the sideline and we see something we haven't necessarily seen on film. Just all the guys communicating together. If you can get guys that can communicate on the sideline and help make those adjustments, and make things a lot easier.
How much of that conversation are you kind of driving, or is it them coming to you with questions, or are you know?
Yeah, no, it's not really me. It's more the coaches asking, you know, what we saw, what would happen on this play, you know, what went on, and us communicating to the coaches so they can know what's happening, what we're seeing, and what they're seeing too.
In the case of a player who has sustained a major injury like Tariq, what's the best advice you can give them as a teammate?
Yeah, I think the biggest thing is just, you know, this is a physical sport. Injuries happen, and the biggest part about having an injury like that is you can, I don't know, I feel like you can just learn and have more of a respect for the game, more respect for the football. You know, when you miss time like that, I imagine it's just different. You're not going out and practicing every day, and it's really got to hit you in the heart, and really put a new focus on you. And I think that's what happens.
What's your favorite position?
My favorite position? Any of them. You know, I think.
Has it been hard to go back and forth?
Not really. You know, like I said, our coaching staff does a great job on making sure we know technique and assignment for every position on the offensive line at least. And so being able to know those assignments and know the technique, it makes it pretty easy going back and forth.
How would you compare how you feel comfort level wise now to when you were a freshman and you were, you know, thrown on the field?
Yeah. Obviously a little more comfortable now than I was as a freshman. You know, that's what, you know, playing 3 years can do, just all that experience. So yeah, obviously feel a lot better now than when I was a freshman.
Can you give us an example of something you feel or see or do that you didn't freshman year?
No, I think you just have more more of an understanding for the game. And I think that just helps you be more comfortable on the field. You can expect certain things in certain situations, and it's really just about experience. The more experience you can get, the more comfortable and confident you can play.
Speaking of that, you've seen Ty Isaac for several years now. How's he different? How's he gotten better over the years?
Yeah, just an extreme amount of focus. You know, going into this season, I think he really made emphasis on focusing on being good. You know, not that he didn't want before, but he made emphasis how good he wanted to be, and you can see it too, the way he runs the ball. I mean, that guy runs the ball angry, and that's what you want as an offensive line. You want your running backs to run the ball angry, and when you get a guy running hard like Ty and like all of our backs do, it helps motivate the offensive line. You know, you want to block for those types of backs.
He said he realized he had to block better to play. Does it take running backs a while to figure that out sometimes in your experience?
Yeah, you know, I think that's a big part of that position that a lot of people don't realize is protection and blocking. And to be a good back, you got to protect well. And if you don't, you know, a lot of coaches can't trust you out there. So once you learn your protection and learn schemes that way, I think it really helps running back.
Coach just praised Purdue. What's the challenge this week for you guys?
Yeah, just you know, a team with a lot of new energy. You know, maybe they weren't that good these past few years, but a new staff and just a lot of new energy in that program. And they played really well these past 3 weeks. And going to Purdue and playing there is obviously a challenge too. Anytime you're on the road, so just playing on the road and playing against a team that's been playing well, has some momentum, and has good players too.
How much of is there fraternity within the team with the offensive linemen, like with Jake Long and Luan and Hutchinson Backus? Do you get to know those guys in the offseason? Is there like a camaraderie between you guys?
Yeah, you know, I think that's something that makes playing offensive line in Michigan so special is guys like Everett, Long, Luan, Hutchinson, you know, all those greats in the past. You know, they reach out to help us in any way we can, to show their confidence in us and their pride for the University of Michigan. And I think that's just one thing that makes offensive line here so special is the unique fraternity you are and how many great players before you have played here.
You guys got that boost of energy with a new coach a couple years ago. What does that do for a team?
Yeah, you know, when you get a new coach and you start winning, just a lot of confidence. If in a program where you maybe not have won so many games in the past and you come out with a new coach and you're winning ball games, just a lot of confidence. And having confidence in this sport is a good thing to have. So a team with a new coach that's playing really well, you know, it can be scary.
All right, guys, thank you for the time.
Thank you.
Sean Gary, Mike Dupre, and Andy McDoom on the